Hello and welcome back to my channel, Simply Sharnae, where it's simply me being me. And today I'm here to talk all about goals. So I'm pretty sure all of you set New Year's resolutions or New Year's goals, but a lot of people tend to fall off of them just a few months or even a few days into the year. But when I looked it up in the Forbes article, it said that after 4 months, people typically fall off. But here I am in March, month 3, just before people tend to lose their motivation, to help you as you try to accomplish your goals. So this year, as I set my goals, I did things a little differently. Typically, I set my goals, make a vision board, and just have that as a visual reminder to remind me of the goals that I'm trying to accomplish throughout the year, and that's it. But I know for me, with anything, I like to have accountability, whether it be with myself or with other people. For example, some people who like to go to the gym, they like to go with people instead because it's like their accountability partner or their gym buddy that they like to go to the gym with, whatever you want to call it. So this year, when I set my goals, I decided to set up check-ins with myself to make sure I stay on track. And you may ask, like, how did I do this? So the first step you need to do is find a time to check in with yourself. Now, the frequency of how often you do it is up to you and what you need to accomplish your goals. For me, I do twice a month on the same calendar days each month, just so it can be like the same distance of days apart. So I'm not thinking, okay, every second and fourth Friday or every, first and third, whatever you want. I personally do the 14th and the 28th day of the month because every month has at least 28 days in it, and I know that's kind of 14 days apart for each week. But of course, if you want, you could do once a week, once every 2 months, once a quarter, whatever works best for you to make sure that you stay on track with your goals. And then next, you're gonna need somewhere to track your progress. For me, I actually use this journal right here or notebook to keep all my progress recorded here so I can have a place to look back. I have my goals written down, so it just allows you to check back to see what you've accomplished, what you haven't accomplished, and just see everything in that place. And it's like your source of truth for all the goals you have. So next, the process of actually checking in. I've structured this so you can make sure that you're keeping a track of all your goals, what you need to do, maybe what you're not doing well, and your next steps. So before you even start thinking about checking in with your goals, I set my goals into different goal buckets. So for example, if you have, like a physical health or self-care kind of bucket, I would put things like working out, or maybe you want to do better at skincare or fix your diet, like things like you could group all similar things together. Or maybe you have some that are set towards hobbies, you want to read, or maybe you want to do more creative things, but of course there are also more future facing or career goals that you have that you could kind of group certain similar tasks into those kind of buckets. And then once you have your buckets, that's when you can start answering the reflection questions. So the questions I use to stay on track, and I'm actually reading from my notebook right now, is the first one is, what am I doing well to reach my goals? What am I struggling with, or what is hindering me from reaching my goals? And what are the next steps I need to do to stay on track? So for each of my buckets, I go through and answer these questions every time I do my check-in. But of course, as the months and weeks go on throughout the year, you may have made great progress in some buckets and may not even have to answer all the questions. But of course, it's your check-in, do what makes sense for you, but those questions are there to help guide you through the process. Now, it's great to have all the tools to check in with yourself and setting the days and writing those days down, but I feel like sometimes it's still not enough. So one thing I do to stay on track is use the reminders app on my phone and set reoccurring monthly reminders, so it comes as a notification the day of the check-in for me, a day before, And sometimes you even need that 3 hours before, whatever would work for you to stay on track to actually meeting and going to your check-in, because it's ultimately an appointment with yourself. And I feel like at times we may just, push those things to a side. But if you're really trying to make your goals the focus of what you want to accomplish in life, or to just ultimately reach them, you need to give yourself the same level of importance as you do the goals, or the time that you're also dedicating to other people. You may be thinking, Sharnae, you just said so many things and I don't know where to begin, but it's okay, I got you. I created a template or a workbook below down in the description that you can use and download for free, so you can stay on track with your goals, organizing them into buckets, and then following those reflection questions that I mentioned in the video. But of course, before I go, I want to remind you, don't forget to be the best you, because there's only one person like you, and that's you. So simply be genuine, and let's attack our goals head on in 2025. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.